This is Real Dilemma Podcast with Regina and Dorcas.
Merry Christmas! Ooh, I love the season, don't you?
I love it.
I love it. Like Christmas, lights,
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
You know, when I think of Christmas, that's all I
The fact that you're saying that you're taking off everything else.
I'm trying
Christmas?
to be comfortable. Yeah, for those of you who are watching, I believe you can see me in my Christmas.
She's in that Christmas jumper. Yeah, pajamas. I'm in my Christmas jumper. I was like, okay, I couldn't find my pajamas. That's why, guys. Let me just be honest.
I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas. So
It
I'm
looks
trying to
so
get
comfortable. Yeah.
I'm taking things off. My ring is
Shadow,
off.
don't remove your wig.
That would be cool.
No.
But it's not even a wig. It's a sewing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
It's a sewing. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice to be comfortable on the couch. I don't think I've ever sat on the couch with both feet up.
Yeah.
So this is nice.
You look comfy. I can only have put one on.
No, but you can do two.
No, I can't. My body mass is not gonna allow me to do both on this little couch. No.
Oh my days. But
So,
it's
yeah.
nice to be back on the couch. I hope you guys missed us.
Yeah.
We this is a new episode for the week.
Yes, new one, and it's
you-
part of our Christmas special. So
Exactly. So if you loved the last episode and you left comments, thank you for doing that. This is a new episode where Real Dilemmas. My name is Dorcas.
and I'm Regina.
So on this episode, we're a bit confused on what to do, but we decided, it's still the Christmas season.
Regardless, we're gonna wing it.
We're gonna wing it. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
It's a bit relaxed. You're probably home chilling with your kids, your family. If you're alone, probably with your pets, or I hope you're relaxed and comfy like we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this episode we're just gonna chill and have fun.
Okay.
But before we go into we said we're gonna do like some dilemmas
Yeah.
on this episode.
Okay.
But before we do that, I have a rant.
You've got a rant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just off the top of my head. Just came
That's
to me.
very random because I didn't know just doing a
Yeah,
rant.
yeah,
Okay.
just,
Let's hear
It
it.
just came to me. It
Let's
just
hear
came to me. So what do you do when, for instance, let me give you an actual instance. I was, at work recently, and then someone who had, not to give too much detail, had an issue with someone else, said something to me
Alright.
about that someone else.
Oops.
And I actually know the person. So it's not even a rant, it's like, I need your advice on something.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Said something about the other person. I'm closer to the other person. Do I go to the person and say, this person came to me and said this thing about you?
Okay. You're closer to the other person.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah. Come on, remember when we did the friendship episode? You were on me. You were on me about. You have to tell your person, didn't it? But then again, I need backstory. I need to know what the person said. I need
Not
more
so good
information
things, not so good things.
about your person.
About my person.
And what's your
And the
relationship?
only
The
reason-
person that came to tell you what's your
I
relationship
don't
with
care about
them.
my relationship with the person.
Then tell your girl
The
or
only
your
reason,
guy,
the
whoever it
only
is.
reason I'm thinking about it is because I know what the person's reaction is going to be.
As in your friend.
My friend, yes.
Okay.
And it's going to probably
It's
blow
gonna
up
be
on me.
Explosive.
Exactly, and I'm trying to avoid that.
That's a very sticky situation.
I'm trying to avoid that.
Ah, God, what would I do? I'm trying to think. What would I do? Would I tell the person or would I just keep it? But if I'm keeping if I'm not talking to the person, I think I need to know what the person's saying.
I think, it just occurred to me. I think what I'll do is, I'm thinking, go to the person and say, this person said this, but don't do what I think you'll do.
Yeah. So it depends on if your relationship with the other person is that good, like you guys are like probably sisters or friends, very close friends. I mean, I would find a way to say it to you, but in a way where it's like, guy, don't react the way I know say you go
like
react.
If you react now, I won't tell you anything again.
Yeah, if you don't react that way, but this is the sitch, right?
Yeah.
Now, however you want to move with it, don't just. It has to not. It cannot come back to that person that I told you this. But I can't keep it to myself. I need to let you know.
Because you're my guest.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's the best way. I mean, guys, if it's not the best way, however you feel, comment down below.
Exactly. Let us know in the comment section. Please do.
Yeah.
So, right, let's get into the dilemma of the evening.
Okay.
So this goes. My husband and I have been married for some years now, and God has blessed us with 2 boys.
Oh.
I have always suspected him cheating because, oh my God,
Is
is he cheating
another
again?
cheating
Is he
episode.
cheating again?
Yo, guys, we don't talk about cheating all the time. It just seems to be
It
people's
just happens
dialogue.
to fall on my lap.
And it's always you,
And
know.
it's my lap.
It's always you when you're on this.
Not our laps, my laps.
Crazy,
Crazy, isn't it?
guys, hold on. If you want to see more cheating episodes, go and subscribe to.
But funny enough, the cheating episodes have been getting comments.
Yeah.
Especially when you...
Because I feel like people, men and women, whenever women gather, they talk about men. Whenever men gather, they talk about women. It's always, I don't know, it's just the way
Some
life
men
is.
say whenever they gather, they talk about business.
Cap.
It's a lie.
They will talk about business, they'll talk about football, but they will still talk about women.
Women.
You guys will still talk about us.
Unless
Whether
you're
you
not
like it or
close.
not.
If you're close, you talk about us.
Alright, go on then.
So, my husband and I have been married for some years now, and God has blessed us with 2 boys. I've always suspected him cheating because I used to see messages between him and other ladies, but I didn't have any solid evidence. Recently, I gathered a lot of evidence, confronted him,
Wow.
and he finally confessed that he had slept with about 10 women
Yo.
after we got married.
What?
Hold on.
Wait. Read that again, please.
Recently,
Just that
I
line.
gathered a lot of evidence, confronted him, and he finally confessed that he has slept with about 10 women after we got married. He's now begging me not to file for a divorce and leave him, and that I'm the best thing he's ever had. He's never had a woman as supportive and kind-hearted as I am.
Pause.
Please, I need to get to the end because it's so interesting. He's never had a woman as supportive and kind-hearted as I am. This man has emotionally damaged me to the point, and my mental health won't allow me to stay. But everyone around me is also begging for him and telling me not to rob my children.
I beg.
From growing in a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. Wait. He cheated with 10 women.
Guy, there's so much.
Women.
There's so much to unpack here. Oh my God.
Where do you want to start from, girl? Where do you want to start from?
The fact that he said she's the best he's ever had, but he's cheated with 10 women. Excuse me, what? What? Excuse me, what? So you cheated with the first one. She's the best I've ever had. So basically, you are testing out all the women to see who's going to be better than me. You're mad. You have to be crazy because I don't understand what's going on.
She said she's been married for some years. So I'm assuming it's not up to 10 years.
What does that have to do with it?
Because if it was up to 10 years,
Well.
you would be proud of that and say I've been married for 10 years and over. Because I feel like when you're married for up to 10 years, it rolls up the tongue easily.
I better get up.
How long have you been married?
9 years. This year.
If someone says how long have you been married, would you say some years or you'd say 9 years?
I'll say 9 years.
You know why?
Why?
Because 9 years is a lot of years.
You know why?
Yeah, 9 years is a lot
Such
of years, and you feel like you've earned it.
No, it's the same way I said 9 years. The same way I would have said 5 years. It don't matter.
No, if it was 1, would you say, oh, just?
Yeah, I've only been married for 1 year.
Well, fair.
Honestly, don't matter to me. It's not about how. It's not about how long. It's how well.
How well? True.
So all that one don't
I
matter.
agree with you. So now she's saying 10 women. They have 2 boys. I'm stressed on her.
Oh yeah, you should have brought the dilemma. So we answered the question because I don't
Let me
understand.
dive into it then. She said she suspected him cheating.
Women's
Because she's seen messages.
intuition.
And now the fact that he has confessed, she gathered enough evidence. Because every time she probably put it to him,
She's
he
smart,
denied
girl.
it, he got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And she brought it to him and he's saying and apologizing that he did cheat with 10 women.
Okay.
Babe, it's not 1. I don't know how I can forgive that. I swear to God. I swear to God. I don't know how I can forgive 10. I swear. You know how
10.
in the
Not
other
1,
episode,
not 2,
you
but
know-
10.
You know how in the other episode we said, if he cheats, some women would be like,
It's not a deal breaker.
it's not a deal breaker, and then depending on his approach,
Yeah.
if he's seeking therapy, if he's working towards it, you might lean towards, especially when kids are involved. Let's be honest, it's different when kids are involved.
That's
See, this
10
is 10
soul
women.
ties.
10.
10.
I personally don't know how I can forgive that.
I
If
personally
people are
don't
begging,
either.
fuck.
Don't. Jesus, what's wrong with this girl?
Stop. Those women,
That's
people
another
that are
one.
begging.
Those ones that are begging, they need to stop. First of all, leave the woman to make her own decision. Stop trying to tell her to stick around because of you want the child to be in a two household. Do you know what? There was something I watched. I don't know if you know Adrian Bailon. She from the real. Yes, I remember.
Why do we like the same people?
I love Adrian. So Adrian Bailon from the real, right?
Yeah,
she's
from The
married.
Real.
For those that don't know, I keep looking at that camera.
She was in Cheetah Girls as
She was
well.
in Cheetah Girl. Yeah, she's the Cheetah Girl. She's married to Israel.
She dated one of Kim's brother, the only brother. What's his name? Kardashian brother.
Oh, Rob Kardashian.
Kardashian,
Yeah, she's currently married.
She's married to
Israel Houghton, the gospel singer, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole. Why did we give her whole biography
Because
right
we
now?
love her, that's why.
Right, anyway, I remember there was an episode on The Real that she was talking. I don't know if it's The Real, but she was talking somewhere, and she said, growing up, I think she was 13 when her parents divorced, and as a child, she knew her mom wasn't happy. As at like 12 years old. So when they got the divorce, when she was 13 or so, she actually went to her mom and said, I'm happy you're divorced because I can see you're happy now. So I get it that, okay, we just need to be very careful how we advise people. Fine, you say, okay, stay for the child. That's fine. I'm in support of that if that's what you want as a woman. But there's a stage in marriage that the toxicity will get too much that even your child that you're considering, it might be better for you guys to separate than for that child to be in a marriage of toxicity. Because they will end up growing up to becoming adults that will in turn do either go one way or the other. It's usually the one way or the other. It's either they're so good because they don't want to be like their parent, or they don't know better and they think that's how love and marriage is meant to be.
Yeah.
So people that advise people to stay because of children, yeah, it's a good advice, but be careful, especially if you don't know the full extent of what's happening within the marriage. Just be careful. That's all I'll say.
I do see the point of raising kids in a two-parent household.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel like raising kids in a two-parent household cannot be overemphasized, because when kids are getting love from mommy and daddy, are getting discipline from mommy and daddy, it hits different.
Yeah.
When you're getting discipline from mommy, who is also daddy, and is frustrated half of the time,
Yeah.
because I'm a breadwinner, I still have to cuddle and snuggle. I still have to play my mommy role. It's different. Sometimes, because a mommy is also playing daddy,
It's a lot.
overstimulated.
It is a lot,
so
yeah.
You don't have time to cuddle.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It's
So I see
in an
part of
ideal
growing
world,
up.
and ideally, it's great for every child to be raised in a two-parent household. However, we don't live in an ideal world most of the time, right?
Okay.
And the thing I look at is, how does the living together as husband and wife affect your child?
Okay, so I have a
Okay.
good question for you. I think it's good, or maybe it's just in my head, but I think it's good.
Okay, go on.
So, do you think that a child's age also plays a role? For instance, raising a kid in a two-parent household till they're of a certain age,
Yeah.
do you think it would impact the child differently as
Yeah.
opposed to, just leaving when they're young, and then imagine staying in a two-parent household till they're maybe like 10 and 12, where they understand better,
I have a big
and then you
answer.
move and then you leave your partner.
See,
for instance.
I can accept that if the two adults are mature enough to not let whatever, because they as adults have had an agreement. I think Ginny Mai as well from The Real. I think something similar where her parents, they were married, but they were not, I think they were separated.
They were cohabiting.
They were cohabiting, but
That's
they were
the
not.
two-parent household I'm talking
exactly.
about.
They were
Like,
not
you don't have
together.
to still be in the marriage.
Yeah, but they are
you have mommy
cohabiting
and daddy under the
because
same
of the
roof.
children.
Because of
But
the
it got to a
kids.
point where they
Till
then.
they were old enough.
So
and
I
then you
can
moved.
accept that if the two adults are in one mind, what they work toward, they're not bitter, because most of the things that we see these days is there's a thin line between love and hate, they say, right?
Yeah.
Once you're and your spouse that you think, oh my god, he's the love of my life, I love him to death, blah 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 blah. When you get to a point where maybe you're about separating, life starts happening, you won't realize that it's the same man that you claim to love that you can't really stand to be around.
Kids do change a lot of things. Do you think
So let me just finish this, right?
Okay,
so where these two adults have said, okay, guy, we know that we're not on this path, but as parents, we have the understanding that we want our kids to be raised, blah 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 blah. Let's hide our curricular movements. For those that don't understand what curricular movements is, the little bit. So if daddy's
stuff.
your shady bits, right? If daddy's going to meet with another girl, don't bring it to the household. Let the kid not know anything. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
However, most times it's not the case, because when things are happening, a woman is bitter that he's doing this or he's pissed off. So it doesn't always work. So in that scenario, I don't advise staying, because the trauma falls on the child.
True.
So that's just how I see it.
If you were in a situation where both parties, that means you and your husband have decided that you'll be mature about it,
Yeah.
and then can date other people, but raise your kids in a two-parent household till maybe they're
Till
like
they'll
12,
understand. Yeah.
Is that something you'd be willing to do for the sake
I will
of the
not do
kids?
it. We are not doing.
You
No,
rather
don't
live
bring me to. Generally, I would. Yeah, if that's what they've chosen to do, that's fine. I don't have much of an
Who's there? I'm
opinion.
asking you.
Me.
I feel like, in my case, don't bring it to me. I feel like if I'm in a very sticky situation and both of us are willing to, just for the sake of raising our kids in a two-parent household, are willing to live together, raise them till they're maybe 12, 13.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do
I
that.
feel like I was
In this
willing to
current
do that.
position I'm at, because I'm looking at the fact that, okay, this is someone I love so much. So I can't really put myself in a position where we've gotten to a stage where we are having a conversation of, you do this, I'll do that, and then I just can't. So that's why I never say never, but that idea is fine, but I don't really know what it'll be when we get to that point.
Yeah, my thought process is, I'm thinking for the kids, I'm willing to put my feelings aside, bottle it up for the most part, and do it.
I don't know if I'm that selfless.
Because I feel like right now, maybe because they're still so little.
Yeah, maybe
So
because
I'm
of the
thinking
age.
they're very
Yeah.
needy and they need me.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So I'll be willing to.
I could be, but I can't really say yes, because I know it might not be the case, because I don't know if I'm going to be that
Not
selfless.
saying once or twice.
I don't know if I will be that
Just
selfless, and because me, I'm very
you will
aware.
come
I'm very
out.
aware of the children I've got. They're very sensitive. So if we've decided to have that agreement, it has
You
to
have
be
to.
for real.
Yeah.
It has to be legit. I can't now say, "Oh, I'm now jealous," and then I flare
Oh,
up.
yeah.
These kids, they know.
They do.
They know every single thing. Like even small argument that maybe me and my husband are having, and they're like, "Oh," and our voices are raised. My son will come and say, "Mommy, are you okay? Are you guys fighting?" I said, "No, we're not." No, we're just having a conversation.
I'll tell you what happened recently with me. Yeah, I was having an argument with my husband. The good thing is he doesn't watch our episodes.
So you can
Or
cut.
if you happen to see this, I'm sorry.
Mine is
We
accepted
had an
it.
argument, and then my girl was there. She's 8, and then I realized I was getting upset, and then I told her, "Tani, go into the room. Go into your room." Because I wanted to express myself.
We
And I
don't
didn't
want her to see. Yeah,
me,
yeah.
You know, in that light. But that's what I was saying in the other episode. I wish I had seen my parents fight.
Yeah.
I wish I had seen them argue and communicate
know how
in a very
to.
mature way. Getting married myself, I would be able to communicate with my partner when I'm upset. But now, it was after the fact that I realized, no, what I should have done was. But sometimes it's just difficult.
No. I feel like what you should. I think what you did was
have a
okay.
conversation, remind him that she's there,
Yeah.
and then say, we're going to talk about this. And then talk about it calmly with her being there and have her
I
see
don't even
how-
think she
but
needs to be
sometimes
there.
The emotions, I don't know.
I don't think she even needs to be there, because genuinely, one thing I believe is I don't feel like children should really see that much of toxicity, because you know
it's
when
not
you
toxic.
no when I
You're
say
having
toxic,
a
when
misunderstanding.
I know when I'm in my mood, it's toxic. It's not something I want my child to see, because we're both going back and forth, right? I don't want that to be, because I have very emotional truth. Like my son is quite emotional. He can start crying. So what I do is, when he usually comes and says, "Oh, mommy, are you okay?" I say, "Okay, so we're okay, we're all right. Go upstairs, go to your room." But I always go back. I was just saying this to my brother-in-law yesterday. I will still go back. I always go back to him and explain to him that, look, mommy and daddy were just having a heated conversation, but we're fine. We love each other. It's normal. It's all right. Do you get what I mean? I don't know if people agree with me, but for me, that's how I feel like, because he needs to know that we're okay. Because if I don't go back and tell that boy that we're okay, he will process it in his head.
Differently, yeah.
So he will process it differently, and that's where the trauma starts with kids, especially from the age of 7. I know they always say, like, from what I read, like 7 years old for especially boys. I don't know about girls, but from the age of 7, they start to, a lot of things are being formed for them. Right, and my son is at that age of 7.
Yeah,
gonna be 8.
Is at that age too.
So this is where, and I like to always portray a real life scenario for every. I don't like the fakery. Oh, mommy and daddy don't fight. No, I want you to understand.
I don't want to do mommy and daddy don't fight. But I want to do mommy and daddy fight, and I want her to sit there and see us communicate.
I don't think she needs to see them in the moment. I don't think she needs to see you guys in the moment.
Because guess what? This UK, the walls are so thin that even if they're on the second floor, they can hear you.
Unless you guys are mature enough in your arguments, that's fine.
Yeah, so when we speak, especially if she's there and we know she's there, I feel like we can communicate in such a way that because I rarely ever get to that point where I'm raising my voice.
Okay.
That time I raised my voice, I felt like in my head, I raised my voice, but I was probably even whispering. But I feel like I want to get to that point where we're having those conversations and she's there and she's seeing us communicate and resolving in her presence.
Yes, yeah.
Not like having the conversation and arguing and then leaving angry.
Yeah.
We'll resolve and say, okay, even if we're not agreeing, we're like, okay, we're not agreeing, we'll revisit
we'll
this
agree
later.
to disagree for now. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. That's all. Do you know what? See, with parenting and marriage and stuff,
really no manual.
We always say this. There's no manual. Do which one, do whatever fits your marriage and your situation. It's whatever helps you guys is fine. But either way, I don't know what I'm about to say, but yeah, it's all good. We've sort of deviated from what we started from, didn't we?
Yeah, sort of.
What's the dilemma? Did you help this lady?
I don't think we did. She just said her husband is cheating on her.
So is she asking for help?
She's saying she doesn't know what to do. People are begging her to stay. See, let me give my own advice real quick.
It's a lot.
10 ladies is a lot. Take your things. Take your 2 boys.
Why are you like this? Why are you always like this, Dorcas? Why are you so quick to say, leave?
I'm getting straight to the point. Wait, 10.
What do you think?
You know, one time is a mistake.
What does he think? As a man, what do you think?
He's got a lot of time on his hands, isn't it?
He's got a lot of time.
He's a busy man.
What do you think she should do? If she's your sister, what would you say?
10.
Yeah, get rid.
Get rid. Like
you gotta get rid. You gotta get rid, innit? You gotta get rid.
10 is a lot.
10 is a lot.
One's enough for me. You know what I mean?
Do you get me?
Some people walk away after 1.
Yeah.
And then some people forgive after 1, and you're staying after 10.
Girl, you know what to do. It's hard to really advise this, but if you know, if you still want to stay in the marriage, like I always say, they can come for me.
Therapy.
But I'm looking at the wrong camera.
Therapy.
I don't know why I'm always looking at that camera.
Therapy.
Literally.
There's no therapy in this.
No. You can't say that. If you want to stay, because let people make their own decisions. That's what I say. Make your own decision. If you want to stay with a man, girl, good luck.
If she wants
go to therapy with your husband.
Regina, if she wants to, that's fine. You're giving your opinion. You have the mic.
My own opinion.
What would you do?
Me, 10. It's not possible. It's not. I'm done. I can't.
Regina, 10 babes.
No, it's too much. It's too much. But like I always like to do, I like balance, right? If you do want to stay, kudos to you. Your grace is more than mine. Well done. That's all I can say. So at this point, anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Like we said, this is just a quick Christmas special for you guys. So don't. And
because it's Christmas, it's festive. We're not supposed to argue and get all heated up.
How come we got heated up on this conversation?
I don't know if it's just me. Every episode I'm getting heated up. But anyway, we're going to the end of the episode.
Yeah. We're wrapping it up now, guys. So thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas. Still.
Wow, she's very heated and she's like, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Because I'm thinking about the 10 ladies.
Let's leave Dorcas to think about her 10, and we'll leave you guys. 10. Yeah, so don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the channel and like all our videos, share our videos, follow us on all our social media platforms. And yeah, if you like us, stick around, guys. We've got a lot more in store for you. So take care of yourself. Are you still thinking about 10?
10.
10, okay. 10. My timer has gone off, guys. We'll see you next week on another episode.
Love, guys.
Always. Bye.